Ospreys went to Ulster on Friday, and almost did it. I mean, what can you take from their performance?
That's a lot, yeah. I think they were excellent. I thought they didn't hang off Ulster. They got into them early and played some good stuff without maybe getting rewarded for it. They missed a few chances as well, didn't they? So certainly take on board some of the good stuff that they did out there. Ulster have a core of their team that's really strong. You got Foa, you got Muller, you got Nick Williams and Roger Wilson in the back row, and you got Pienaar, just to name a few, and then Payne in the midfield or at fullback. So their spine of their team is really strong, even in this period of Six Nations, and that's the quality of their team really, and the leadership comes through those players. So we have to be mindful that we're going there potentially a little bit under strength, but feel confident that we can back up what we did in Treviso. Ulster will be missing a few, but a lot of their spine of their team is very strong and it's consistent. So taking on board what the Ospreys did, but also trying to put into place some of the stuff that we did well out here back in I don't know when it was, a long time ago, early season when we beat them, and I think there's a game that we can go and win.
A top 4 spot, you can't afford to lose many games now, can you? With that gap that Scots with the 5.
No, exactly. I think there's very few games that we can afford to drop too many points in, and there's 45 points up for grabs. There was 50 points from last week, and we've got 5 of them. So hopefully we can continue building our tally up and concentrate on what we can do. And other sides around us will win and lose games. I'm sure of that. Every side has the potential to beat other sides. I just hope that come the end of this 4-week block, the next 3 games, that we're giving ourselves a fighting chance.
You mentioned obviously Ravenhill factor. Does what happened in the playoff final come into your thinking?
No, not really. I mean, I think we've played them enough over the last few years to know what it takes to stay in a game and potentially avoid certain things that we did in that game, to put ourselves in a position to win. We weren't at our best that day. They had a couple of breaks, I thought, in terms of some decisions went against us. We had 3 or 4 players leave the field with serious injuries. So there's a combination of things. Us in the past, they're still clearly a very good team, and there's a way to try and beat them. There's a way of trying to stop them play as well, and we need to be as good as we've been probably this season to go there and get a result. But I'm really confident that we can do that off the back of good performance. Although there's some patches in there which we need to improve on in Treviso, but I think we can go to Ulster on Friday and take a leaf a little bit out of Osprey's book in terms of certain things they did, but also add some of the stuff that we've done well against them in recent games.
If it does become, qualification top 6, is that in the back of your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've ever. I think that's always been our priority is to get in the top 4. If we don't do that, then we must be in the top 6. And I think that, I don't think we've ever veered away from that mindset. Qualification, for me, should be that way. It should be based on where you finish in your competition, not just automatic. And I think that makes our competition stronger as well. So we're still heading towards that mindset, and we can't control the rest really. We've got to deal with that when it comes along, but we're heading for that position currently if we don't make the top 4.
Because that looks like potentially only 2 Welsh teams, and obviously you've got the Blues twice and on the Dragons at home. Some big games.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of points. Well, it's like 45 points up for grabs.
Brilliant.